Yes, good morning to all of you. Myself, Mahesh Jagdish Pingle, lecturer Electronics Engineering, Government Polytechnic Ambad. So, dear students, today we are going to discuss the applications of ground wave propagation, advantages of ground wave propagation, and disadvantages of ground wave propagation. In our previous lecture, we discussed about the concept of ground wave propagation, and we have seen that when the antenna radiates the electromagnetic energy, and if that particular electromagnetic energy remains closed, very much close to the earth's surface, then such a kind of communication it is called as the ground wave communication. So this particular ground wave communication, it is very useful for the lower frequencies. It is also used for the very low frequency signals. So ship to ship communication, we are using such a kind of ground wave propagation. So in this particular lecture, we are just concentrating on the applications of ground wave propagation. So the first application we will see, ground wave communication. It is used for AM radio broadcast in medium wave band. So as all of we are using the radio receivers at our home, so the radio receivers, through radio receivers we can capable to listen different radio channels like Vividh Bharati. So amplitude modulation is done in such a kind of radio channels. So these particular ground wave communication, it is best suitable for the radio broadcasting of medium wave band. So amplitude modulation, basically we are preferring for ground wave propagation. Now second application of the ground wave propagation, that this particular ground wave propagation, it is used for ship to ship communication. Ship to ship communication means what? In marine engineering, or in the communication between two ships, such a kind of ground wave communication is done. Now as all of we know that water is a good conductor than the ground. So if we want to send the signal from one ship to the another with the help of water as a surface, then ground wave communication is best suitable. So here the sea water itself acts as a ground surface for the communication. So that's why for the very low frequency signal, that is below 100 kilohertz, we can capable to use or able to use the ground wave communication for ship to ship communication as well as for the marine mobile communication, right? So the two applications we have discussed here. The first application, it is AM radio broadcasting in radio receivers for medium wave band of signals, and second one, it is used for very low frequency transmission, used for ship to ship communication, so for sending signal from one ship to the another. Now this particular ground wave communication, it is very much advantageous into one to two things. The first point in advantages we will discuss is that if the transmitting power is very much large enough, the ground wave propagation can be used to communicate between any 2 points of the world. Means that first of all, for a longer distance communication, we need the transmitted power, it is of very much high power, right? So if the signal it is having a very high power, and if that particular, because of this particular high power signal, we can increase the range of communication. So as the power of the transmitted electromagnetic signal increases, automatically range of communication itself gets increased. So we can say that if the transmitting power is very much large enough, then such a kind of ground wave propagation can be used to communicate between any 2 points of the world. So for long distance communication this is used, but only the necessary condition we have to adopt is that to increase the power level of transmitted signal. If the transmitted signal power level it is low, then this particular signal can't cover a longer distance. But if the transmitted power of the signal it is very much high, then we can capable to send a signal for a longer distance in any point of the world. Now, the second advantage of the ground wave propagation is that the atmospheric conditions do not affect the ground wave propagation too much. So, if there is too much rainy season, if there is some fog like situation is there, so at that time the ground wave communication signal is not affected by such a kind of atmospheric condition. So change in, if there is very much heat in the atmosphere, so it will not affect your ground wave communication or the propagation. So the atmospheric conditions do not affect the ground wave propagation too much. So very little effect it is on your ground wave communication or the propagation. This particular ground wave propagation also has some disadvantages, and because of these particular disadvantages, many times the transmitter for the transmission purpose we are not using the ground wave communication. So the first biggest disadvantage of ground wave propagation is, as we previously discussed, that it needs very high power. So in third point we are discussing that the higher power is needed for long distance communication. Then and then the signal will cover a long distance communication, right? So if the power is low, then we are not able to send the signal for a longer distance. So for longer distance communication we need the higher power. Similarly, the limiter range of higher operating frequency, as we know that this particular ground wave propagation has a limited range. So for low frequencies itself it is used. So many times we can say that this particular ground wave communication it is only useful up to the 3 megahertz frequency. So above 3 megahertz frequencies we are not able to send the signal with the help of ground wave propagation. So that's why this particular ground wave communication has limited range of higher operating frequencies. Similarly, the height of the antenna needed for the ground wave communication, it should be too large or too tall, because as all of you know that the antenna dimensions or antenna height, it is decided by the parameter wavelength, and wavelength we know that wavelength is inversely proportional to the frequency. So already we said that the ground wave propagation it is used for the lower frequencies. So frequency is lower, because of inverse proportionality the wavelength should be very much large. So if frequency increases, wavelength decreases. If frequency decreases, wavelength increases. So change in wavelength or increase in wavelength, it is nothing but the antenna height is too large or too tall antenna we need. Similarly, the ground losses are present within this particular ground wave communication. So in our first lecture of ground wave propagation we discussed that there are some absorption of the electromagnetic energy takes place on the surface of the ground, and this will affect and reduces the electromagnetic signal power and do some kind of attenuation. So ground losses are present over there. So we in very small time summarize our today's lecture. So applications of ground wave communication used for the AM radio broadcast in medium wave band. It is also useful for very low frequency transmission such as ship to ship communication, marine mobile communication. The ground wave propagation has the advantages that if the transmitting power is very much large, then we can send the signal at any point of the world. So any 2 point in the world we can communicate in between. Similarly, if the atmospheric condition never affect or little affect on this particular ground wave communication, this is also one of the advantage. This particular ground wave communication has some disadvantages also. So limited range of higher operating frequency is the biggest disadvantage. Then antenna height needed, it is too large or tall antenna we need. If the frequency is low, this is the second disadvantage. Higher power is needed for a longer distance communication, it is one of the point, and ground losses are present over there. So thank you very much.